The Russian president is visiting Silicon Valley today, and he's not just there to take in the sights. The 44-year-old Kremlin leader wants to build a Silicon Valley in Russia, and he's using the trip as an opportunity to take notes and network. He has already won Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger's backing, who's offered to put together a group of technology executives to send to Moscow. During the visit, the Russian president is meeting with execs from Apple, CISCO, and Twitter. Speaking of Twitter, Chris Valerio is with the CEO right now for this exclusive interview. Hopefully.
Hey, Lori, you know what? Our CEO, yes, our CEO is on his way. He's going to come talk to us. But yes, he was here. They were touring the location. Certainly a lot going on at one of the many places that the president of Russia was going to tour. He's going to Cisco, Google. While he was here, he actually got online, tweeted for the first time, and talked about how the U.S. and talked with, I should say, Arnold Schwarzenegger last night, the California governor, about how he really wants to build close ties here in the Valley, powerful ties, were his exact words for that. So that said, do want to just say we do have the CEO coming right over here, the co-founder. See if we can bring him in. Biz Stone is the co-founder of Twitter. We're going to be talking to him, asking him kind of how the event went, what happened. So if you want to come on over here, Biz.
Hey.
Thank you for showing up.
Hey.
We appreciate it. So first question I have to ask is, how did it go down? Did Russia, did the Kremlin contact you guys and say, this is what they want to do? How is it going to happen?
They called us on the giant red phone, and we pick it up, and they said, this is the Kremlin. No, how did it happen? You know, I think they probably reached out to Sean in our communications group and said, the president wants to come and visit a few technology companies in Silicon Valley. And I think he had a bunch to choose from, and we went through like a security audit, and then he decided he wanted to come to Twitter.
So obviously you guys, one of the really big names in Silicon Valley right now. One of the things that he mentioned, and I was telling our audience, was that he really wants to make close ties with Silicon Valley as they start to create their own kind of Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
Part of close ties obviously has to do with money. Anytime money is involved, there's a lot of close ties. We've seen Russia really Russian investors start investing in companies like Facebook, DST. Have you guys had Russian investors come to you guys?
No, we haven't. We haven't talked to the Russian investors. Most of our investors have been either East Coast, United States, or out here.
Would you guys be open
Valley.
to Russian investment? And I mean, do you talk to Yuri Milner, for instance, at DST about it?
We haven't, but and you know, I think we're on a path now where we're thinking we might not need to. But you know, we always like to keep doors open for all possibilities. I think it's silly to close a door, you know. But at this point, we haven't talked.
I wanted to ask you a little bit of just when we look at kind of the startup valley as a whole and what he's trying to do. He's trying to create his own valley.
Right.
Obviously, you guys have competition from other social networking sites, and we talked with LinkedIn earlier this week. Facebook's a big one. Mark Zuckerberg this week said that he was very focused on Twitter, seeing the growth, was kind of scared by it, but now he wasn't scared because he doesn't think you guys are going to be able to continue to grow at the rate.
We're very focused on Twitter, and we're also scared of it too sometimes. We're growing really fast, actually. You know, we do like 800 million search queries a day, which is a lot. We're growing by hundreds of thousands of users every day.
How is the World Cup impacted, by the way, user? I was talking to
World Cup's a great example of something a trend we're seeing with Twitter, which is interesting. You know, the increased fragmentation in the entertainment landscape has kind of moved away from that shared media experience that we all used to have when there was only a few channels and we all would watch the same thing. Now people are using Twitter to kind of enjoy programming together at the same time, and especially sports like World Cup or the recent NBA Finals, where we see these incredible spikes of tweets per second up into the like 3,000 range. So it's just interesting that it's bringing back that kind of older idea of a shared experience.
And definitely shared that big goal by Landon Donovan for the World Cup, right? I saw that on my Twitter feed. A ton of those.
Oh, this morning?
This morning, yes.
For USA?
A lot of fun, yes.
I was on a plane, and I heard all this yelling, and I was like, oh, what's going on? Like, is the plane going down?
Biz Stone, thank you so much, co-founder of Twitter.